Yesterday, Sadio Mane was announced as a new Bayern Munich player. This move would see him leave Liverpool after 6 years, undoubtedly a legend at the club, winning it all. Mane will sign a 3-year deal at Bayern Munich in a deal that cost the 10-time-in-a-row German champions £42.5 million. But I'm not here to talk about his move to Bayern Munich. I'm here to talk to you about his 6 years at Liverpool, the best moments, the worst moments, and almost everything in between. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm so close to 2,000 subscribers. Sadio Mane was unveiled as a Liverpool player on July 1st, 2016. A transfer from Southampton which cost Liverpool £37 million. There was hefty competition from Jose Mourinho's Manchester United. However, Sadio Mane picked Liverpool as there was more of a guarantee of minutes and he wanted to work under Jurgen Klopp. This was Jurgen Klopp's first big signing as Liverpool manager, and well, it's safe to say it worked out. In his first season, the 16-17 campaign, Mane played 27 Premier League matches, scoring 13 goals and getting 5 assists. This was in a season when Liverpool finished 4th, qualifying for the Champions League for the first time in 2 years. Mane was a key part in getting Champions League football for the following season. He was a part of the newly nicknamed Fab Four, consisting of Adam Lallana, Felipe Coutinho, Roberto Firmino, and of course Sadio Mane. Some personal moments that stick out for me in Sadio Mane's first season: his debut goal versus Arsenal, a fantastic solo win and a 4-3 win, and then a late goal versus Everton to win us the derby. In Mane's first season at Liverpool, he primarily played on the right side of the attack. In his second season, things were about to change as Liverpool signed Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane was moved to the left wing. This change didn't majorly affect Sadio Mane's goal involvements. He only got 1 less than the previous season. However, in the Champions League, he bagged himself 10 goals as Liverpool reached the Champions League final, which they did eventually lose to Real Madrid. Some of my favourite personal moments from Sadio Mane that season was of course his hat-trick away versus Porto in a Champions League round of 16 match and his equaliser versus Real Madrid in the Champions League final. There was definitely a big increase in quality from Liverpool that season. They may have lost their best player in Felipe Coutinho to Barcelona. However, that January they brought in Virgil van Dijk. In the summer following the Champions League final, they brought in Fabinho, Naby Keita, Alisson Becker and Zoran Shaqiri. We move on to Sadio Mane's third season as a Liverpool player, and statistically it is his best. In the Premier League, he won a joint Golden Boot alongside Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Mo Salah. In that season, Sadio Mane bagged 22 goals, but it wasn't enough for Liverpool to win the title as they lost that by only 1 point to Manchester City. However, in the Champions League, they had a lot more luck. Following the season, they had lost to Real Madrid. They came back and won it in a final versus Spurs. This was Sadio Mane's first trophy for Liverpool, and it's not a bad trophy to win, is it? The biggest trophy in club football. I've mentioned a few moments for all the previous seasons. However, this season only has one that stands out, and that is Sadio Mane rounding Manuel Neuer, one of the greatest goalkeepers, if not the greatest goalkeeper of all time, in a Champions League round of 16 match. I'd assume when Manuel Neuer sees Sadio Mane in Bayern Munich training, there won't be a smile on his face. But in that build up to the goal, I was just left jaw dropped. I did not know how Sadio Mane did that, and that is by far and away my favourite goal of his in his time at Liverpool. Now we move on to the 19-20 campaign, a season where Liverpool won the Premier League for the first time in 30 years. And I do believe this season to be Sadio Mane's best season as a Liverpool player. Despite not scoring as many goals as the previous one, he did get more goal involvements with more assists. And I just think his overall play was a lot better than the previous seasons, and you could definitely notice that there was a big improvement in the player. Mane was fantastic that season, easily Liverpool's second best player behind Virgil van Dijk, and by no means is that an insult because Van Dijk was an absolute monster that year. I mean, that year Virgil van Dijk was only 1 vote away from winning a Ballon d'Or versus Lionel Messi, the greatest footballer to ever play the game. I'm definitely getting sidetracked, but that was definitely Sadio Mane's best season for Liverpool from an individual perspective and a team perspective. Individually, the goals and assists were both up there as some of the best in the Premier League, and from a team perspective, he won the Super Cup, Club World Cup, and of course the Premier League. Though I think it's his best moment for Liverpool, my favourite moment is not a footballing moment, it's this video.
As you guys know, Ginny gave me iPhone 11 for free. So just amazing. It's here, the main man. He gave me iPhone 11 for free. Thank you, Ginny, for your gift.
I love that clip so much because it is quite funny, to be fair, and it also shows how nice of a person Sadio Mane is. The man's a millionaire and he's so grateful for a free iPhone. I just love his character and I'm really going to miss it. The 2020-21 season for Liverpool wasn't a great one. Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez both picked up serious injuries, leaving Liverpool struggling at the back. And from a statistic point of view for Sadio Mane, it was his second worst season in Liverpool's shirts, only scoring 11 goals, and from performance-based assessments, I would say it's his worst. I'm not going to dwell on that season too much because I think most of us would rather forget it, especially Sadio Mane. Now moving on to the season that's just passed, 21-22, and one where Sadio Mane was not great at the first half of the season, brilliant in the second half of the season. In the first half of the season, though he did bag himself a few goals, he wasn't clinical enough and did waste a lot of chances. However, in the second half of the season, following the arrival of Luis Diaz, Sadio Mane was moved for the second time in his Liverpool career to a striker. In all competitions last season, Mane bagged himself 23 goals, including 16 in the Premier League, 5 of which in the Champions League and 2 of which in the FA Cup. A year prior, if you said Sadio Mane was leaving, I don't think I would have been heartbroken. I would have been sad, of course, he's a Liverpool legend, but I would have understood. He was declining, obviously following the 2020-21 campaign. However, now that he's come back into form, he's thrived down the middle, it just hurts even more. He was back to his best playing in the number 9 role, however, now he's gone. He's a Bayern Munich player, and it's just heartbreaking. We may have got 6 years of Sadio Mane, but it just doesn't feel like we have enough. Yes, I am aware, a week ago we did get Darwin Núñez, a new potential €100 million signing if all bonuses go to plan. And of course I'm excited about him. I think he has massive potential and he's going to thrive under Jurgen Klopp. But Núñez is not Sadio Mane, though he might have the potential to be better. I don't think we can all just forget about Sadio because he's fantastic. We'll never see Sadio Mane score for Liverpool again. We'll never hear his song be sung by the cop. As much as it hurts, we have to accept Sadio Mane is a Bayern Munich player. Of course I'm going to miss him. The memories, we all have him. They're so special. I've mentioned some of my favourites from the previous seasons. He won it all at Liverpool. He wants a new challenge. No, Bayern Munich isn't a massive challenge because you're going to be winning the Bundesliga every season. It's a reasonable reason. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I'll quote Oasis. Don't look back in anger. Don't be angry that he's gone. Don't be sad that he'll never play for us again. Be happy that it happened. Mane said himself in his farewell interview he's going to be Liverpool's biggest fan, and I think we're all going to wish him the best. Sadio Mane, goodbye. Forever a Liverpool legend. You will be missed. I was definitely critical, like a lot of us, during Sadio Mane's bad form, but I was with him through the bad, through the good, and though he's leaving Liverpool now, he will always hold a special place in my heart. 6 years of Liverpool, 6 trophies, 120 goals, 48 assists, memorable moments such as rounding Manuel Neuer, kicking Ederson in the face, late Derby Day drama. He won it all at Liverpool. He gave everything, every single time he stepped on that football pitch. I wish him so much success at Bayern Munich. I'm going to miss him. Sadio Mane, goodbye. Undoubtedly a Liverpool legend.